Bruh, what a fucking morning, bro. We got to talk about some shit. We got Gigi versus Keemstar, right? The heavy hitters of the LC. Well, not really, but you know what I'm saying. Bro, you got morals and ethics versus business. Actually, I'm kidding. I don't even know why I said that. I'm going to get in trouble now. Guys, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know half the time what's happening. Actually, I'm kidding. I kind of know what's up. But it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. We're going to do a lot of shit. But guys, before we get into that shit, I need to wake the fuck up. I don't know what the fuck is happening. This is bad. Mel's looking at me like I lost my fucking mind. We do have hoodies going on sale tomorrow, finally. Finally. But we got to start this show. Let's get this thing started.
Let's go. Can't stepping in the feed. Boomers loose on a meme stampede. Melted for heels on the dash. Hold tight, baby. This that cash.
He say spreadsheet, I say slay. He say compound, I say pay. He shout dividends, I shout lash. He built Olympus on that cash.
Cannon and toga, flexing the gut. I turn the camera, zoom on the strut. You want the secrets, you want the stash. Kneel for the shepherd of the low-cow cash.
Low-cow cash. King came booming, markets crash. Melts of a laugh and swing that lash. Oh, low-cow cash. Boomer Greek God and a neon flash. Barbie to his Ken, we splash that cash. Dash, 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 dash.
Cash.
Yes, Chubby was interesting, Chubby Scorpion. Oh boy, was it interesting.
He say value, I say vibe. He say long term, I live. He bless the bag like ancient rites. I light the ring for the Friday night.
Ken with the crown, sandals of gold. I drop a wink, timeline explodes.
You want the playbook, want that stash. Chant for the council of the low-cow cash.
Low-cow cash. King came booming, markets crash. Melts for laughing, swing that lash. Low-cow cash. Boomer Greek God in a neon flash. Barbie to his Ken, we splash that cash.
Who's your daddy?
King.
Who's your Barbie?
Who's your guru?
Who's your guru?
Spam that chat,
Let's break this frame.
Low-cow cash.
Can't boom it.
Markets crash, Melsifer laughing, swing that lash. Low-cow.
Start the fucking show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Low-Cow Cash. My name is Ken.
And this is Charlie.
Who?
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
I just said Charlie.
Oh, got it. Adorable dog.
Good morning,
You're
Charlie.
full screen. That is beautiful.
They're still figuring out this new chair. They're not used to it quite yet. You know, I've only had it a few days. And so they're a little wary of it, but they're kind of getting into it. Charlotte got on it on Queens. It was just like all up on my lap.
That's beautiful.
But they're liking it. So yeah, good morning, guys. How are we doing today?
Hope you're all beautiful today. Bruh, do we have... Oh, boy.
You're okay.
Do we have surprise...
Shower, but you're good.
Hey,
Continue.
do we have surprise visitors today?
Oh, I mean, he lives here, so not quite a surprise.
Oh,
But...
yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Man, what an interesting evening the LCU has been. A lot of chaos, a lot of craziness. Let's go ahead and start with something small before we get into anything too crazy. So, what do you think about Joffy hosting Bus today?
Is that real, or are you just fucking with me?
No, it's real. Because remember, Tech Protect's going to be traveling, right? So,
right, I know that, but I didn't know. I either think it will be the two ends of the spectrum. It will be a broad stroke of genius, or the bus is going to crash.
You think so?
Hi, come here. Yeah.
That's
just it. I don't think it could be, knowing those two personalities, I don't think it could be anywhere in the middle. Come on, big jump.
Yeah, that's fair. OG Demon, my daughter got discharged from the NICU and we finally got home after 2 weeks being in the ER, bro. I'm happy, man. Hopefully, thoughts and prayers, bro. Thoughts and prayers. Hopefully that shit works out. It's going to be a disaster, yeah. So, what I really want, right, and not a lot of people know about this.
You want buzz? Everybody knows Ken.
Look, Ken making me unsubscribe. I'm gonna catch with these thumbnails, bro. Listen, dude, I'm not a creative person. I couldn't begin to start to make a thumbnail. This is funny. So I just make it funny. It's easy. It's quick. Makes it happen. So anyways, what was I going to say? Yeah. So I want him to do the period blood skit that he did. Right.
No.
He did
just
a period.
Say no.
No, listen, no. He thought this was content and funny. And I want to know what the girl world audience thinks about it. That's what I want to know.
Amber's going to shit on it 100% right away.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, right? Long story short, the hog and Tina was involved, and a lot of it was basically he had some of like the hog's period blood and smeared it all over his face, right?
Why would he have that? Like, are you joking?
It was a skit.
Okay, just making sure.
Right, yeah. And then he did this whole entire thing where he was like in love with Tina, trying to like fuck her and shit, right?
Ugh. Yeah, let's not.
I want him to do the period blood with like ALR. Be like, ALR, I got the period blood. I'm going to smear it over my face. Do you want me to tell you why that's
wrong, or do you want to wait for her to tell you later?
Well, he's not going to do it. I know he's not going to do it. He probably wants people to forget about it. But why would that be wrong?
That's weird.
Why would that be wrong?
You don't know enough lore, apparently. Or you have not watched enough episodes of Boss.
I mean, I try. Look, I've tried, man. Like, some of them, they're hard to get through. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, since no one said it in chat yet, I will absolutely throw it at you that she's had a full hysterectomy like years ago.
Oh, that, yeah, okay. Oh, no, Tina, the hog sending Tina stuff to him. All right, that's what it was. I thought it was that, but I just, in my brain, I couldn't compute how Becky would have got that.
Yeah, well, so now someone in chat got it for me, so I should have just waited an extra second. That given ALR's history, she's instantly going to jump on you for that.
Well, maybe
whoever did it.
Well, maybe they could do, this is anybody's period blood at this point.
Doesn't matter. If he even insinuated that it was hers in any sort of context, no.
Yeah, mindless taco void, welcome to Cash Cow. Thank you so much.
Lucy, come here.
Speaking of period blood, right?
There's more you want to say about period blood? What are you on today, Ken?
I'm kidding, obviously. Kidding.
You weirdo.
I was gonna ask you your opinion about something, but we don't have to. All right. So I'm a weird guy. That's all I'm gonna say.
You're so freaking weird.
Weird.
You talk about not wanting to be a feminine guy, and then you come out here with period blood on this person's face, and I also have to ask you your opinion about other period blood products, Ken. Are you getting your cycle?
No, I'm not, actually. I'm just curious. From a man's perspective, I was curious about something. But no, the reason why is because when he did that, right, on Queens, that was some of the most shocked people have been, and Tina was absolutely disgusted, right?
Yeah.
So knowing the type of person that ALR is, right, the type of community that she perpetuates, right, the type of community that would watch Bus, I want him to do that same skit and to see what the girl world's reaction would be. That's what I want. Like, fuck ALR and her opinion. I want to know what the fans' opinion would be. Right? Well, because obviously it was all like for ha-has, right? So in that case, it'd be like, hey, Fupa grabbed some of ALR's period blood and sent it to Joffy. And then that way he could smear it on his face. But I guess since it actually wouldn't work, it'd be the other way around. ALR sent him some of Fupa's period blood, and then he smeared it all over his face.
I know ALR doesn't even like Fupa, but even in that context, I don't think she would do that because she's very sensitive to that subject. So
yeah, that's fair.
I could be way wrong, but if it even went the other way, I know that she would be very pissed off about that. But
what do you think Foodie Beauty would think of that?
I don't know enough about her and her history to know how she feels about women's issues in that area, so I couldn't answer that question.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she does shit herself in scooters, right? So.
That is true. I mean, so if you made like shit jokes, that would be hilarious.
Yeah. What's that? Janine Cook. I thought it said cock for some reason because I'm cross-eyed right now because I'm barely awake.
Clearly in the gutter today.
I had a hysterectomy at a young age. There's some more period blood. I am so sorry. Why pick the topic? You're sick. Because, listen, I hate Joffy, right? And that was some of the most fucked up shit he ever did. So I want...
That?
Yes.
Not the dolls thing? Okay.
Well, no. I'm saying back then. Well, here's the thing. The doll stuff is new, right? But he did that. Not a lot of people know about it. Or y'all weren't here for that. So yeah, I'm just curious what the girl world audience would want. That's all.
Look at this. Look at this baby. We'll give you a palate cleanser before he comes home. She's cuddling with Michael Myers.
Is he on night shift?
No.
Okay.
They had PT test this morning, but so she's cuddling with a Michael Myers pillow.
That's beautiful. Yeah, fuck PT
little
test,
baby. Bro. And that wasn't even him. I think she just got startled by the neighbors, but he's coming home.
You're cringe if that's what you want to talk about. You need help, dude. Nah, again, bro. I just want to know their opinion of it. That's all.
I know. He's being so goofy this morning. You guys, I think we need to clean Ken up. Should we get him to eat soap for a 10? Every 10, he has to put a pump of soap in his mouth like when we were kids. Dirty mouth, clean it up with some Palmolive.
We can change the topic.
He's like, shit, don't test their gangster.
Nah, hell no, not at all, bro. Not today. But no, well, here's the thing, right? Like, I think there's a lot of like taboo topics, right, that people could talk about. A lot of people don't want to talk about it because they're taboo topics. Me, right? A lot of shit doesn't bother me. Like, there's truly a lot of things in this world that do not bother me, right? So I think having open and honest conversations about a lot of things, you know what I mean, would open up people's eyes. That's all. Now, obviously, is a woman's menstrual a taboo topic? 100% it is, right? But, you know, because let's just be honest, right?
Hold on, let me cut you off there. It's not that it's a taboo topic. You just have to know even like the littlest bit about her because she's mentioned it on Buzz to know that feminine, that is just like a little sensitive because of her history.
Yeah,
it's become progressive enough that like being like, oh, I'm on my period isn't such a bad thing anymore, but her history on the internet and even here, she has made it known that has happened to her, and so she's kind of sensitive about the rest of it, not just being like period stuff. So
yeah, that's fair.
There's a difference.
I just meant the overall topic. I didn't mean her. I just meant society, right? So, like I said, a lot of shit just does not bother me anymore. I've been exposed to some weird shit in my life, and I've watched a lot of weird, demented shit in my life where like really nothing is surprising. So.
That's fair. I think that happens when you're in the military long enough as you get exposed to a whole lot of stuff. And so you are definitely a little desensitized.
Yep. Like, I'll say, like, I found, like, because back in my day, we had VHS, right? And so when I was, like, I think 8 or 9, I found a VHS of Faces of Death, and I watched that. And I was like, wow, this is interesting. Mm-hmm. And then it just kind of went to hell in a handbasket.
But Jackie on Bus, like I said, I think could be either really good, like Pesci on Gay, or it could be really bad, like Thick on Queens. Bad. Yeah,
that was rough.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that. I've talked enough this morning because people think I'm cringe now. What's your opinion about Queens with Double
you did
C?
That to yourself.
I mean, I did do it to myself, but you know, again,
this applies. I'm talking women are talking Ken. I think that there is so much happening right now that this could be applied to just about every show, except for maybe like us, because not just us. I'm sure there's other shows. I just can't think of them off the top of my head. So there's shows where all of them are staying home and maybe it doesn't affect them, but where there's shows that like it's up in the air if they are all going, or like they may be all going, but like maybe things are rough right now. Basically, Fat Camp is causing a lot of rift. It's causing a lot of instability between shows and hosts and like who's going and who is not going, and it's going to cause a lot of like host shifting, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like just everything's up in the air right now. Did you ever have a trampoline as a kid?
Yeah.
Did you ever play popcorn?
What was that?
It was just like this game poor kids played where like you would all sit on the ground of the trampoline and try to like sit in your little popcorn ball, and then people would try to jump really hard and make you let go of your popcorn, right? And if you let go of your popcorn, you lost. And I feel like that's kind of like what's happening right now. Everyone is in their own little show of popcorn, but then Fat Camp is coming along, which is Keem, and he's doing his best to jump and make Fat Camp happen really well. But then also we're all trying to hold our little shows together while also supporting Fat Camp and like all the live events. And then you never know, by the time Fat Camp comes along, we all might just like let go in popcorn. Yeah,
that's a great analogy, actually. Chubby Scorpion in the chat. Kim was watching the Albert homeless guy bath yesterday and getting extremely excited. Maybe. Anyways.
You're nasty this morning. We're going to get your mouth cleaned out with soap.
I'm kidding, obviously. I'm kidding. By the way, guys, if y'all want to mute me, another $5 for a minute. If y'all want to mute me and my craziness.
I don't know, because that's just a break for you. Honestly, We need to clean his mouth out with soap or clean him, something like that, because he's just dirty this morning.
I don't know why. I just woke up in a fucking mood, bro. Like, I'm just, you know.
woke up on some bullshit.
I did, literally. I'm kidding. But, yeah, so yesterday was absolutely crazy. The problem is going to stem from he needs help. He seems like some creepy old man that lives with mommy. Actually, I'm a married-ass man. I've been married 6 years, together for 13. I promise you, I'm not a creepy old man. Are they new here, though? Because you are kind of creepy. It could be. Here's the problem, right? I got this deep-ass voice, so if I really want to be creepy, I can be creepy. But I'm not trying to be.
No. How about if somebody drops like a 50, you can't do the creepy voice for the rest of the fucking episode because it's still early enough where that would be pretty valid.
No, I can do it. I can continue to do it.
If someone puts it on the back of a pink, you can't do it for the rest of the episode. I'm not even kidding.
Why?
Because I said so. If they hit that, I would respect that.
Well, here's the caveat to that. If I do that, I'm gonna continue to talk about it for the rest of the episode until they do.
Talk about like
talk like
creepy voice?
I'm gonna talk like this the entire episode until someone drops a 50.
Okay, I could do that, but you have to put it on the screen because I can't just keep pimping it.
No, that's fine. I'll put it on the screen. But fuck.
Anyways, so yeah, there's a lot going on. I don't know if anyone watches Chubbies before they come here. Like, Gigi and Keem were having a whole thing on fucking Chubbies this morning.
I don't talk and type, I'm sorry.
You're okay. Right. I didn't know if you heard me or not, or if I cut out. Because everyone is having like connectivity issues, which also relates to Chubbies. Like, they're trying to have an actual serious discussion, and because of the storms down in Texas, like they're both cutting out. Keem is kind of losing power and connectivity, and so they're not even talking over each other, but there's like delays, and so it sounds like they're talking over each other, and they're like losing power, and it sounds like they're being rude to each other, which, well, even when they're pissed off, they're generally not super rude to each other, and it was a hot mess this morning. Like,
well, see, here's the problem.
Emotions.
Here's the problem. All right, here's it is. Last year at Fat Camp, there was literally no internet.
Yeah.
And phone signal was just absolutely garbage. And I mean garbage. Right?
Right. Until Zeta. When did Zeta get there? Or when did she get the Starlink thing?
Probably like a day or two in. But see, here's the other thing. Last year, leading up to Fat Camp, there was so much drama and BS. There was nothing to look back on. This year, they can look back at the old Fat Camp. They know what's going to happen. They have ideas of when there's drama and there's alcohol mixed up. It's going to blow the fuck up. You know what I mean? It's really going to blow the fuck up.
It really is.
But we'll see what happens.
That's why I'm pretty sure this is why he did it. But Keem has this great mind of, you have the hindsight ability to look back at that event and say, okay, cool, this is where we can improve. And that's why he went down so early, so he could get there. He could test these things out. So as far as that goes, literally that should be so solid this year.
Yeah, facts. Did you see Rebel yesterday?
No, that I'm barely sleeping then.
I can't. Let's check this out.
Can't with you doing this voice. I swear to God, somebody fucking save me.
See, here's the thing.
I didn't anticipate him countering me with that fucking...
Here's the thing, okay? Keem hops up on Rebel, and they kind of set up what happened on Chubby. Ooh, Chubby.
Stop.
Chubby's a beautiful thing. A lot happened on Chubby. Not a lot on Rebel.
They're both wearing their jackets. Did we promo that these are dropping here shortly and you could finally get you your low-cow NASCAR jacket?
Go ahead and promo. I want to see a promo that'll be beautiful.
Our low-cow jackets are finally dropping and will be available for purchase here tomorrow, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Ken. You can get the cow of your choice, I believe.
Yeah.
Right, Ken? Perfect.
So
that way you guys potentially could get them in time for Fat Camp if they are really on their shit, hopefully. That would be awesome. And that way, you guys can look like you belong to the LCU.
See, here's the thing. Each jacket can get the cow of their choice for the show on the back. Personally, I think Gash looks the best. That's just me. Just me. Let's get into Rebel. This
Okay,
set
yeah, tell
up
me
what
happened on
happened.
Rebel while I was
This
sleeping.
set up what happened on Chubby.
That you need like some kind of excerpt or anything like that, because the truth is,
Why is
they
she
put in us
crying?
about how to take accountability and
Who
grow from it.
knows why she is crying?
It's happening.
Always
Hold
be
on, pause it
thankful
for a
that.
second. I just got one guide for a minute here.
What?
I don't have iPhone earbuds, right? So the cool thing about these is they're 10 feet long in case I ever need to get up and do some shenanigans, my guy. That's what these are. They're cheaper than iPhone ones, but they're just 10 feet long. I think they're baller, actually.
It's crazy.
Okay, continue.
Super crazy.
Oh my god. I feel like you're going out of your way to talk here.
I am. Now, here's the thing,
Disgusting.
right? With Joffy and his skit, right?
Why are we going back to the period blood?
When Joffy received the container, right?
Nope, play the clip.
It's just funny at this point.
No, it's not. Play the clip.
It is
You're
funny at this
disgusting.
point.
You're disgusting
This-
this morning.
he took it, he went dab, 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 and he said, yes.
No,
yes.
play the clip or I'm going
I
to make
like
you
sm-
reenact it with soap.
I like smelling like pennies. Yes.
Stop.
Rub it in. We're going to rub it
Somebody
in.
fucking help me. You were disgusting. Views are dropping because of your nasty voice.
You said put it on the back of a 50, so we are.
To make you stop. I didn't say you had to talk in the cringe voice the whole time.
You said it.
I said something to try to make you stop. I didn't.
Let's watch
didn't-
Rebel. Let's watch Rebel. Are you ready?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
We will sit down and watch Rebel together.
I'm
on the
literally
screen.
sitting. Press play.
Are you sure?
Ken!
I'm hurt. I am legitimately hurt. And I'm scared. Like, I am not up for this.
Pathetic. I mean, we're
Fuck
still
you.
doing the everybody feels sorry for me. I'm a victim. Please defend Gigi. I'm being attacked. Nothing's happening to you. Nothing happened to your son. This is all bullshit. You look stupid. The people that fall for this and say, oh, we need to defend Gigi because she's under attack are stupid. What are you being attacked for? I really want to understand this.
Did you watch
because
Live tonight? Did you watch Live
Shifty
tonight?
and fucking whatever the fuck her name was somebody said that they were in Scooter's chat. Oh God, I'm under attack. I need defense right now. Everybody defend Gigi. It's just, you sound retarded.
Who have I asked to defend me?
Stop right there. Now, the issue is, the entire time Gigi's kind of been in the LCU, right? They've been back and forth with a lot of different people. A lot of back and forth. Now, there was the rule. You don't attack the show, you attack the person. Because when you attack the show, especially Locale Live, you're attacking Keem's creation. Now, if you have a problem with the host on Locale Live, you would go after the host. But Gigi tends to go after the show, not the host. Right?
So are you still going after just the host and not the show if you go after every single host on the show?
More or less. Depends what the argument is. If you just say the show sucks, are you attacking the host or are you attacking the show? That's what needs to be defined.
Right. Like, where's the line?
Yeah. It's all perception. Perception is a motherfucker. Would you agree?
Absolutely. Have you ever seen the movie?
No.
Oh, wait. Maybe I'm thinking of the Inception.
Yes, Inception.
Yeah, you're right.
Crazy fucking movie. Crazy fucking movie. Now, you know what's going to suck today? The warmth of the sun. It's going to be a hot day. We're all going to be sweating, dripping, all down our face and bodies. The salt levels in our bodies are going to be depleted because of the warmth of the sun. We will have to chug water, lots and lots of water. Multiple showers a day, suds going down our bodies, washcloths scrubbing the sweat down our bodies. How do you feel about that?
Somebody save me, please.
This is what I'm saying. You want soap in my mouth? We're going to put soap on our bodies and wash the solution of sweat off of ourselves to be so fresh and so clean.
Alt makes a point, but if all of the hosts on the show suck, then does the show not suck?
Perception is reality. Would you agree?
It's all subjective is the issue.
As subjective as the sun is warm. That's what I would say. How much warmth can one human being take? That's the real question, Mel. How much warmth are you willing to take?
I can't.
What is happening? You have to engage in the conversation, Mel. We're talking about the sun's warmth on the human body, making them sweat. How much warmth can you take?
You broke my brain, Ken.
Do you enjoy sweat?
No.
You don't enjoy sweat. Why not?
No.
Okay.
You broke my brain, Ken.
Not my problem. You wanted
Nobody
this,
is
remember?
saving me.
You wanted this, remember?
No, I wanted you to not do this. I did not say to do it the whole time.
Okay. Let's continue. Oh, Jumanji in the chat, 67 degrees. What's the ideal degree for you, Mel?
Where I live, it's like in the 70s. It's really nice.
70s.
Yeah.
I'm like a 65 kind of guy.
Yeah. You're also like a walking heater.
65 with a nice breeze.
Like April 3rd, not too hot, not too cold, can still wear a light jacket.
Oh, it's perfect. Now they're doing the 6'7" meme in the chat. I refuse to acknowledge.
You just acknowledged it, big boy.
Fuck.
Good job.
Fuck. We got just a Susie in the chat. I can afford at least one minute of no cringe voice. I am muted for 1 minute.
Oh, not muted, just no cringe voice, you fuck. Someone says, in a world dominated by lolcows, one man does what he can to survive. Are we talking about The Road? Is it like The Road, but lolcow style? I could fuck with that. I missed the first part of this, Grim, but I'm sure had to tell my wife to shush it, interrupting my shows. Lobotomized. I think we need some lobotomies up in here. SSO says lobotomized Mel. Actually, that's a fact. If I was born any earlier in this world, I absolutely would have been lobotomized. Thank you very much. I still don't understand the ending of that movie. Inception? Perception? I also don't either. Like, is it real or is it not real? Got him! 82 is ideal temperature, Chubby Scorpion. He likes it nice and warm. It's 120 degrees Fahrenheit here. Where do you live? In Australia? Somewhere where it's like hot summer right now instead of winter? My goodness, that is awful. Yes, SSO. Now I'm going to carry the Batman voice because I'm going to be Batman. Alt says it's 32 degrees Fahrenheit here. I like that better. I'm actually a winter girly, to be honest. Do you live on the sun? In the sun? On the sun? I don't know if you could survive in the sun or on the sun.
1 minute's expired. It's time to continue the Rebel clip.
Excellent. Yes, go.
I can't.
Me either. Continue the clip.
Perfect.
That's what the whole stream is that you're a victim.
The whole so what about what was said about me on live being such a horrific mother, a racist, a nunce defender, and some other things? How about that? So that's not being
They've been saying that shit about, well, not the nunce defender, but you being a horrible mom. They've been saying that shit about you for fucking the whole time you've been here.
Yeah, they have. The racist part?
Well, yeah, you said the N-word.
Oh.
Hard ER.
Yeah, I've taken accountability for that. We're just going to keep that as a title, right?
Now, as someone that did something that was considered racially insensitive, how do you feel about that?
I don't like being compared to people who use slurs with hard consonants.
Oh,
Because
no,
those are
obviously
two,
not. Obviously
those are
not.
two different things. But
Yes.
you like to compare me to her constantly, Ken.
I'm not saying
So
that. What I'm saying is, if she said the N-word hard R, she took accountability for it, did punishments on Queen. Should people forget about it? Or are people allowed to use that as ammo still?
I don't think things like that should be forgotten about, but if she has taken her punishment and she is not doing it again, if she has not reoffended, then I think it should not be used as ammo again unless she reoffends again, is I think a fair middle ground, Ken.
Beautiful. I can't. This is just out of this world, out of control.
Can you offer me some insight where they're saying, is it nuts or nonce defender? I don't know what that is, Ken. Give me some insight there.
So nonce is
Yeah,
the
what's that?
UK version of PDF. Does that make sense?
Oh, interesting. I did not know that they had
Yes.
a whole other vernacular for it. Thank you for letting me know.
When you see Nightmare discuss that topic, he'll often use the word nonce.
I just thought he was saying the word nuts in a really funny UK accent.
How does that make sense?
Because he has a funny fucking accent, Ken. That's how.
You're fucking weird.
I'm the weird one.
Yes, you are the weird one.
Whatever.
Alt
But thank you for
has
explaining.
a good point. Stop interrupting me. Alt has a good point. If she wants to keep bringing it up, other hosts past stuff, then yes. That is a very valid point.
That's fair, yeah. Because other hosts have done bad things, and most of us have taken accountability for said bad things that we have also done. So it's good because when new people and new chatters come in and new viewers come in, I think it's valid to at least make them aware,
Fair.
I suppose.
I agree.
Ooh, Janine Cook says I'm typing in the same voice in her Batman voice.
I'm typing in the same voice. You will hear my opinion as I type, but think of what I type and say in this voice. What is happening? I don't even know.
I'm Batman, that's what's happening.
Where is she? Where is she?
$1 million! Or she ends her life in Minecraft. Ken is like Jack Reacher.
I hate that sound in ASMR videos. You know that?
What? The pouring sound?
Yeah.
It
cringe.
didn't pick up on your mic. That's why I had to ask to be sure.
Good. I'm glad.
Foster says you don't magically not become racist anymore because your job on the internet punishes you, which is a fact, right? So I think that is some nuance to the situation where are you a racist because you say something off color, or are you a racist because you use these slurs, right?
When you
That's
say
a good
off color, what do you
philosophical-
mean?
Like, it's just a good way to encompass some of those things that hosts have done here that people have called them racist for. But that leads up to my bigger question of what determines if you are a racist, Ken, is what I was getting towards.
Public opinion, apparently.
It's a big question, though, right?
Here's the question, or the answer to your question with the question. Tina D is married to a black man, has a black son, and is allowed to say it in the eyes of certain people.
Certain people.
Certain people. By that logic, since I'm married to a black woman, once we have a child, do I get the same defense? Probably not.
Is it only because you had a child? That's the correlation I would see
Again,
there.
I would never say it.
See,
It's about circumstance.
it's a weird, huge question.
That doesn't mean she's not racist, says Fuzz. Exactly. But that was used as a defense for her. She was married to a black man. She has a black son. So, using those two things, since I'm married to a black woman, when we have a child, using that logic, am I allowed to say it?
Okay, well, answering your question of a question with another question, as saying off-color comments or using, stereotypical hate slurs does that also make you racist? It's going in the other direction. It's a hard thing to pin down because racism is an ideology. It's not just using a word or making a comment. It's bigger than that.
Well, people want to say context.
Right, absolutely. Context is huge.
If I walk up to my brother-in-law and I say, "What's up, my soft A?"
I hope he punches you.
He would punch me. But the context is I was not being racist. But it would still piss him off.
Right.
That's why it's hard and delicate. This topic is very hard and delicate.
It's nuanced, as
I
you
just
like to
don't
say
say
here.
it.
But Grimm has a good point. They say, I mean, it's not like we are seriously punishing people to correct anything. It's just funny to see people get punished. And I do agree with that. But then so the other side of that coin is when we turn around and say they're racist, I think maybe we need to not come so hard with that as a line of why they're a bad person. If we don't necessarily take their punishment seriously as a way to fix them, then we can't necessarily use they're racist as a actual defense of why they're a bad person, or not defense, but like bullet point potentially.
Here's the question.
Love it. Keep going.
So, for a long time, South Carolina flew the Confederate flag in their capital. Now, knowing the Triple Kappa group uses that flag as a statement of what they believe in, they use that flag on their little bullshit, kind of like the military uses the American flag. They put the Confederate flag.
All right.
So, by that, is South Carolina racist for flying the flag?
I think that in that situation, based on the history of this state, that is another context situation, right? With the history of the fact that slavery was so big here, and the fact that they started the war for slavery here, essentially, and that the war also ended here, and the hill they were willing to die on was that war.
Yeah.
I think that the values may have changed attributed to that flag as a person who lives here, not as a person who upholds those values. But I think a lot of people are still just attached to the history of that flag because you still see it flown everywhere here.
Oh, yeah. Either way.
I live here. If it's not obvious, I live in South Carolina. It's a very, not secular, it's a very tribal place here. I forget what it's called. I can look it up real quick. But there's a place here, weirdly enough, that is considered part of Africa. African.
Interesting.
Africa.
The point I'm trying to make is I believe a lot of this is up to the person to decide, right? Every person has their own walk of life. Every person has their own experiences. Now, there's societal norms that we're supposed to follow. Not supposed to degrade people, talk down to people, use slurs against people. So if someone does that, if someone says the word, they're automatically put in that category because of what social norms are, which I believe in social norms. I'm not saying whatever. I mean, I've been called race traitor. I've been called the W version of the N-word. I've been called all kinds of shit. That's why for a long time, racist against white people. Just saying. Obviously, don't think that anymore.
Oya Tunji Africa Village. That's what I was thinking of.
Interesting.
Yeah, they call it an intentional community, a living laboratory for the restoration and research of African culture, providing a space for African Americans to reconnect with their heritage. It's a place that's down here in Sheldon.
That's beautiful.
It's North America's oldest authentic Yoruba village, founded in 1970. That doesn't even seem that old. But
interesting.
South Carolina is just like a weird place in the context of other countries or other states.
Fair. All right, let's continue.
Yeah, let's do something different.
I don't know what the title of live. I didn't watch live. What happened?
We played it, and Cat Lady, I'll let you say it since I'm probably biased.
The truth is it's our job to respond. It's our job to respond to the bullshit that they said on live about her today. It's our job.
Let's see, what does Brantley say? Remember how you bashed your son and exposed his secret that he told you and threw them underneath the bus? Do you remember doing him wrong multiple times? Didn't I take accountability for that? I remember. We could go back and watch the stream where I did. Brantley?
This is all blown out of proportion. This is over fucking nothing. This is stupid. I can't believe this is still going on. I just woke up, by the way, so anything that happened all prior to this, I fucking don't know about, but...
Okay. Said that I'm sick of all the hosts going after me and me allowing it. Yeah, no.
You've got a whole bowl full of emotionality right now from all of it combined, okay? And it's affecting how you are right now. And Keem is waking up and he's saying, look, this was my position, and, you know, he doesn't know all the rest.
Okay.
And I know that you felt really betrayed by being told by him that nobody likes you and trusts you. I know that. But this is a battle you've been fighting, right?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to take the L and just leave and not fight the battle? Because like I'm saying, you've been growing so much from fighting the battle that you would never have been presented with before. You would have never had these lessons to learn. You wouldn't know
I agree with that. But at the same time,
if you're fighting over whether or not you defended Shifty, you're not taking an L, you're taking a W, because that's just not true. Like, what? Have you even spoken to Shifty? Like, what the fuck?
No.
Now, this was all a boiling point over Queens, because Keem literally told her, "No one likes you. No one trusts you."
Yeah, and she takes that very hard.
She did. Now, we're going to move on to Chubby. Chubby. Fantastic show. Chubby. Someone said I could do voiceover work. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I actually think you could if you took it seriously.
What do you mean? I do take it seriously. I take this voice very, and I mean very seriously.
I know, and I'm saying if you continued, you could also take it very seriously and make it a job. I'm just saying continuation.
DJ Eggpicker says, yes, voiceover work on murder documentaries.
Yeah, it's like very serious and deep.
I'm gonna go solo for one. I'm gonna go solo for 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. So this is what happened. The man walked into the room. He saw his wife in a lust over another man. The other man was touching, and they ended up doing it. The man stood there watching, clenching his fists, watching this debauchery happen in his own home, in his own bed. And what did the man do? He went behind the other man, put a rear naked choke on that son of a bitch, and took his life in the heat of anger. The police arrested him, charged him with capital murder. Now, the real question is, who will the wife testify for? Her husband or her lover? More at 6. What do you think about that?
I think you got the charge wrong. If it was exactly how you described it, it would be more of what's called a crime of passion, or...
Obviously, I was just doing an example of what it would be.
You asked my opinion, Ken. I was giving you my opinion.
You're talking about minute details that don't matter in the grand scheme of things. What was the delivery like in the voice of Ken? Did you like that delivery?
It was okay.
It was okay. How could I improve?
You could work on like your intentional pauses and stuff.
Okay, guys, listen. A man walked into his home. He saw his wife embraced with another man in his bedroom. He stood there as the act was continuing. Enraged, he made fists. Sweat went down his brow. He could taste the salt from his own skin. He knew at that moment he had to react. What about that? Was that better with the pauses?
I feel like you're just making fun of me, but there's places where they can go intentionally that just give it more dramatic effect. But it was better.
You're just a bitch, aren't you? You just hate everything.
Yeah.
You hate everything. You're never happy.
Oh, I'm very often happy, but I am very much a bitch. Do I need to flash you the tattoo again, Ken?
'Cause I'm happy. Clap along if you feel. Oh, sorry. I'm interrupting. I'm interrupting. I retracted my like. I'm sorry, alt. I apologize.
Yeah, see, you're making us lose likes. Don't retract likes, just put a thumbs down. That's also an option.
Mindless Taco Void, the voice is great. The script needs work. What I said was, it was just an ad lib to show what I could do with the voice. Was it wrong in many levels? Probably. All I'm trying to do is show the possibilities. Now, let's continue. Fuzz, the coolest, the calmest, and the chillest. You're watching Locale Cash. What is happening?
They say our script needs work, so clearly you need to fucking tighten it up here.
They
old
were
man.
talking about what I said about the murderous husband seeing his wife cheating.
Yeah, so
They
it
weren't
needs work, so
discussing
tighten it up.
this show. Get your facts right before you interject.
I'm just a woman, Ken.
No
Don't
shit.
tell me what to do.
No shit. What is happening?
You broke my brain.
You've been broke my brain, damn it. Now, this happened on Chubby. Lovely, lovely Chubby.
It did. We're not gonna go in too far into this, right?
Just the beginning.
Okay.
Real quick. Shame Ken can't narrate over Locale Gay yesterday. This is what we'll do. I appreciate that. That's a great idea. Since y'all obviously want me to keep the voice going. If we get 510s, I will narrate Gay. I will turn Gay on and just narrate it. Y'all tell me. Do you want me to narrate Gay?
No.
What do you think,
You
Mel?
narrate anything in that voice?
What do you
Absolutely
think, Mel?
not.
Two grown men. Two
I'm
grown
sitting
men.
here saying no.
Two grown men in the bathtub. Suds. Soap. No shampoo. Homeless. Dirty. Albert trying to scrub the man. The man appreciated it. Ken, do the story of Rarity Cat in spooky voice. I don't know the story of Rarity Cat. What should I say?
Nope. You wanted to work with ALR so bad. I gave you notes on ALR, and they were good notes, and you can't even do that.
More inflection. They want me to do more inflection in my voice. I don't know if I'm able, because this is just so deep.
You broke me.
So deep. What do you think about that?
I think you broke me today.
A voice that is so deep.
I think that they fucking hate me for one thing, because I still have my leprechaun goal up, and they don't want to see you as a fucking leprechaun. We're going to have the most boring St. Patrick's Day ever.
Yeah, we are. Guys, if you want to see me in a leprechaun doing this voice, let me know.
I want him to even fucking dance. I even made a song. I had a song made by the greatest SSO so I could have him dance for St. Patrick's Day in his St. Patrick's leprechaun outfit, and no one wants it. Like, what? Who else could do a leprechaun in this universe? Nobody.
This audience hates me. It's very
No,
evident.
they hate me.
No, it's very evident.
Clearly, this needs to be like locale, like, what is it, leper colony, where the people go who they don't like.
Grimm's Galleries. Adam Wee. Who's Adam Wee? Am I Adam Wee? Who is this? Don't ever call here again. No one messes with Adam Wee. From the Family Guy.
I know.
Did you laugh?
I know that reference from, like, Fairly Odd Parents.
Never seen it.
It's a cartoon from my generation, but it references Adam West in terms of, like, that role.
Rarity Cat was kicked out of her home and left in the Wisconsin blizzard.
Can you do an Irish accent for the leprechaun?
Probably not.
I think you should work on that.
I am the leprechaun. Raking the fields.
Actually, I
Getting
fuck with
leaves.
that.
Getting leaves. I have to get leaves in bags. So that way They can come collect.
I need you as a leprechaun. Oh my god.
Death Metal Symphony, what up?
Hi, Death Metal. I'm literally about to lose my shit today.
I understand.
Fucking rough.
Megan Rowland, I'm about to fall asleep. Sweet dreams, Megan Rowland. Maybe you can leave the stream on and I'll pull up bedtime stories and I will read bedtime stories.
Might as fucking well. Nothing else is happening.
I mean, at this point. All right, let's get into Chubby. It just went crazy. We all knew.
But we also just got this announcement, so make sure it's really not going too far.
Oh, boy. No more talking about Shifty. I've said so many times there's no evidence that Shifty is a predator, and still many hosts actively have acted incredibly irresponsible, claiming Shifty is with no proof. Any host that did this must publicly correct the record, then stop talking about him. Myself only will try to get to the bottom of this. I want to be clear, there's no evidence. Okay. Well.
No. Just saying. I know that there's a point in this clip where he comes up.
Yeah, we can just not do it.
So.
All right, guys. Let's just continue. I will say, though, I think the whole Gigi and Keemstar thing is reaching a boiling point. And whenever Valdebro was gone, there was going to be some fucking, like, bullshit, right? Obviously, there was going to be some bullshit coming from that. The problem is...
Hold on. DJ Eggpicker says you're watching KNN. I actually like BNN better. Cow News Network. No, I agree. This morning on Chubby, before that other stuff came up that we really shouldn't talk about, she was saying that she wants out of her contract, and like that got pretty heated.
Yeah. So the whole thing, because again, yeah, I don't want to get too far into it. But yeah, basically Gigi wants out of her contract, but she wants to leave on good terms, and she wants to have that thing voided, right? So that way she obviously can't stream for 60 days. The problem is she hasn't been on good terms in a very long time, like very long time. So demanding good terms, that's kind of not how it works, you know?
And I don't know. There's obviously something probably going on behind the scenes, but like, what is the big deal about waiting the 60 days? Like, just wait. It's no big deal.
Well, the other thing too is, like she said on Chubby, also she has a unmonetized channel. So if we're going to be just completely honest with each other and can read it in between the lines, she would have to get an IRL job, right? She just has to at that point because this is her only income. And at the end of the day, she'd still be able to do that. But we all know, due to past people's actions, that even if you're on an unmonetized channel, just because of the drama leading up to it, you'll get monetized like that.
I still think that because of the pay cycle of YouTube being so weird, her being unmonetized now or not being able to stream for 60 days, and then she would still have to wait to get paid then, like later, it would still be a safe bet for her to just get an IRL job anyways. That just sounds like the correct adult thing to do.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like she, honestly, if she truly does want to go, she needs to just go get a job, be done with it. And if you really, really want to keep on streaming.
Love streaming so much. Yeah. Then stream after your IRL job, like, and build your base that way. Like, That's really what should happen.
Well, the other thing, so like, you know, speaking from the perspective of someone that did that, right? Because, you know, when I was, you know, fired, I went and kind of did my own thing. And we've seen it with the other Voldemorts too. Like, you get a massive influx of, like, because your first stream is going to be the most viewers you're ever going to have. Because people just want the tea, right?
Right.
And once you get past it, you start seeing your views drop when you want to do your own thing. So what a lot of people don't really know how to do is they get addicted to the viewership, they get addicted to the attention, so they continue to go back to what they wanted to do, right? Or what they were doing before to get all those views, all that attention. So that's...
Someone, Altalt says that's what's stopping her.
Yeah. I think, honestly, as far as good terms, I don't know what those would be. She obviously don't want to go to fat camp anymore, right?
No, she really didn't.
Grimm's Gallery says they're going to fund they're going to magically find Gigi in Roblox. I doubt that. But
I don't know.
if you think about what happened last year, I talked about it a little bit. So obviously there wasn't all these fucking shows. I think there was there wasn't even a 24-hour circuit yet last year, right? I think there was maybe like 8-9 shows tops that fucking were here. But now you're dealing with so much more, right? And going off of what happened last year, there was a lot of shit leading up to it. The biggest story, obviously, was the hog not wanting to go. That was the biggest story. And then, like, all that got figured out, wings out of the whole thing, and then we all know what happened after that.
Can you talk for just 1 second so I can open my door?
Yeah, go ahead. What happens if you break the 60-day rule? I'm not familiar with entertainment contracts or anything, but how are you able to stop someone from doing something they want to do? I'm not going to answer that question because obviously that's an NDA thing that's Keem's thing. So he's going to answer that question. I'm not. All I can say is on Chubby, Gigi was saying that she's already spoke to someone. She can get out of it if she really wanted to. And basically, if something had to happen, then, she'd be willing to take something happening if something were to happen to her. That's what was said on Chubby. I'm going to leave it there. I ain't going to go no further. If Keem wants to say what would happen, that's up to him because he is the boss. This is his company. But I'm not really able to answer that question. So I apologize.
I caught most of the Keem conversation before they lost service or whatever connection. It was tense.
Well, now, someone asked what would happen if you broke the 60-day rule. And I was like, I can't answer that.
Oh, yeah, that's a thing. But I was just making my comment that I caught most of it. And it was the talk in general, in case they missed it on Chubby's.
Oh, yeah. So, like I said, after the stream or whatever, if y'all want to go back and watch Chubby, obviously with that announcement, Mel's right. We shouldn't be playing the clip just because of that. And honestly, the weird part about it all, if you think about it, normally when someone's Voldemorted, you're not supposed to say their name anymore. And
that's part of the issue that was brought up.
Yeah. And, a mother's going to always protect her son, 100%. And, well, a good mother should, right? So
yeah, and she gets very upset about that when other people bring up his name, but she's not supposed to.
Yeah, and fucking Iceman getting banned yesterday, right? He was talking about the channel and naming the channel and promoing it and all that shit when he went up on Queens, and it was just all fucked up, But
that was basically why he got insta-banned, was because he brought it up. And
yeah.
While I don't have the greatest of feelings about Iceman, I do think that was a great way to get him gone, really quickly. I'm very happy he's gone.
Yeah, I mean, normally, with him being on the whole probation thing, right? Normally with that, you're looking a reason, and there's your reason. So
DJ Eggpicker says just change the name to these other things that rhyme with it, and we're not talking about him technically. Yep. And I agree. That's why I call him Voldascoot.
Yeah, with him, I just say my former co-host. With the other one, I say the fat fucking New Zealand. I think I was just gonna say, in regards to yesterday, though, I think it was in the context with which Iceman brought him up. It was seen as promo, the way he asked the question. I believe, if I was watching, but it kind of almost went over my head till all of a sudden Iceman was gone. Yeah, I had to go back and rewatch for a second. So the hard thing for me is that 4 to 6 time frame is normally pretty busy for me. So I try to listen whenever I can, and I missed a lot of it, but people were telling me that's basically what happened. But I mean, at the end of the day, we'll see. I know Queen should be interesting today. It's
yeah. I'm actually interested in Busford today. I had no idea that's who was hosting, and I might have missed it if I hadn't known.
Are you talking about Joffy? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of with you. It could go either way. You know what I mean? It's either going to be really good or really bad.
Yeah. But I'm surprised they didn't ask you, or I'm surprised Amber wasn't like, give me Ken or give me nobody.
Yeah, nah. Well, so here's the thing, right? She made her point clear on that one episode. She either wants me or Double C. Right?
Yeah. So I'm surprised she wasn't like that. Joffy just seems so out of left field.
Well, I think Joffy's a safe bet.
That's what I'm saying. Either a safe bet for boring or a safe bet that he's going to say something and piss Amberlyn off.
It could be, what's that saying? 2 things can be true at the same time?
Yeah. We like that around here.
I'm poor. At Hamantha98 super chatted $9.99. Is Keem grumpy or what the fuck? Because I put an L on his announcement and he banned me. I thought we were all allowed to have opinions in the LCU.
Do you want to answer that? Can I ask the question without you being like offended? Are you very new to the Discord, or are you like a longtime viewer?
Yeah.
I just need to know that.
Yeah. So I hate answering questions like this because
that's why I asked my follow-up question.
You know what
first.
I mean? 'Cause I didn't do it. So for me, it's one of those where I don't fucking know. I don't know how to answer that question. I don't.
SSO just answered it for us. Thank you, SSO.
All
Bronzy
right,
says, I think Joffy will try to do his best for Tech. And I agree with that. The other thing with Joffy is what might surprise us is since he's not the most well-versed about LCU stuff, like he doesn't watch a lot. Go ahead.
They just answered they're new. Yeah. All right, so just a word of advice. Whenever Keem's on a warpath and like shit's fucked up and like he's trying to get to the bottom of it, when people fuck with him, he hates that shit. Just a word of advice. That's all I'm going to say.
So since Joffy isn't necessarily like the most LCU versed person, I think he might try to bring like, I'm saying like a lot, I apologize. He will bring a different perspective that might lead or might lend to it being a better show. Or it literally adds to both sides of the scale of like the good or the bad.
But here's the question. Will politics come up?
I really hope not. I really hope that he recognizes that bus. Hopefully Tech gave him like the TLDR notes of like do's and don'ts.
I mean, maybe, but you know, him and Amber share a lot of the same beliefs, I believe. And then obviously Fupa doesn't. So, right. I mean, you know,
so that could be interesting.
ALR may welcome it as like a 2v1 situation because they can go 2v1
and that could
on
be
Fupa.
Fun. I'm sorry. I keep cutting you off.
All right, go ahead.
I don't know if you're cutting out or if it's. I have a lot of jets going over tonight too, and opening my door didn't help.
Oh, okay.
So I think that could be interesting, and that could lend to the super good side, or it could lend to the super bad side, because Joffy is not afraid to be like, "Oh, I have this opinion. Oh no, it's different than yours. Well, fuck you." And if it's different than ALR's, and he has to say, "Well, fuck you," she's not gonna like that, and so that could be like really bad because she could throw a tantrum.
Yeah. The other thing is. Like, Fupa doesn't like Joffy because of that doll comment.
Right. But I feel like he went up there and he called her the fuck out on that and had his whole thing with her. So either two extremes. I don't see this going any middle way tonight. So either she's going to like hold a grudge about that the whole episode, or she's going to like let it go. Yeah,
that's fair. So Cherry said Joffy was Tech's idea. The girls didn't know. Amber wanted Ken or Thick. Then Tech said it's Joffy. So you know what's funny about that? Remember way back whenever Yo Mama on Pit like brought out all the shit that happened with Gigi and her son? Remember that? And he said that basically her son asked for Tech to basically hold it down because he thought Tech was a safe option because not a lot of people didn't like Tech. But then
I kind of remember that, yeah.
Yeah, but then it was kind of like, you know, Tech ended up being pretty damn good and he didn't expect that.
Right, like it kind of shot himself in the foot, honestly.
I think Tech is maybe asked Joffy to do it because he knows Joffy wouldn't take a show away from Tech. So let's just say...
Hold on, counterpoint to that. Why wouldn't he have just asked someone like Billy or like you? And if that is the way he thought, right?
I mean, maybe. Like, I don't know.
Because I feel like with Joffy, it could go so bad where he could get in trouble. And like, why even take that risk?
I mean, the thing is, Tech is not responsible for Joffy and what he does hosting a show. Let's just. Well, here's the thing, right? Let's just say I asked fucking Joffy to come up here and host Cash, right? And he wouldn't agree, but let's just say he agreed to it. And then y'all just have a terrible fucking show. You have a terrible fucking time. You hate it. The audience hates it. How's that my fault?
If you specifically picked him and just told me and he just showed up and that was that, like if I had no say in it, like if like the Tech and Amber situation, like if you just told me and that was that. Because if you completely took over full ownership of that, that's how, like you owning the full responsibility.
How much of that is on Joffy then?
I think Joffy has as much responsibility as can be given to him if, like, for the calls thing, right? Where Joffy got in trouble for, like, he got in trouble because the person came up and broke the rules because he allowed that person in, so he had to be held accountable for that person. Like, that type of responsibility.
Yeah, well, the thing is, though, Joffy didn't cut the conversation off. Joffy continued the conversation. And the other layer on top of that is Joffy had a call-in system, not a Discord members waiting, I drag you up system.
Well, you know how there's that rule that, like, hosts are responsible for who they bring on the show? I believe there's some sort of rule to that extent.
Well, yeah,
in the handbook.
like let's just say if I bring up somebody and they just start screaming the N-word over and over, yes, and that's on me because I brought them up, yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Tech is responsible for Joffy in that light, where if it goes and hits a hard left at some sort of angle, then in some way, maybe he's responsible because he fully was like, Joffy, you get no choice, right? Maybe that's a correlation I'm making. I'm not saying it's 100% correct.
That's fair. I see your point there. I definitely see your point there. But I mean, at the end of the day, if Joffy's hosting this, and if I ask him to host and he hosts a stream, right, then the content is on him. The show is on him at that point. But I mean, there's two schools of thought. I'll give you that, bro. I was watching this video yesterday, right, cooking video, because obviously I like to do that. There are. This dude, have you ever heard of Babish, benching with Babish, or cooking with Babish?
No, I thought you were trying to say bad bitch.
No, Babish.
No, I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Bro, so one thing on this earth I love more than anything for comfort food is a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Ooh, what kind of jelly and how much nut in the peanut butter? Oh, that sounded wrong. I'm sorry. How much crunch in the peanut butter?
I can't answer that question now because of what you just said. Guys, by the way, we only need 4 more yellows and I will narrate Locale Gay. And also, if you want to see me in a leprechaun outfit.
How much crunch and what kind of jelly?
No, I'm not answering that question anymore because you already...
I like strawberry jelly and I like it extra crunchy.
Oh, I bet you like it extra nutty, you fucking weirdo.
Oh, it's my favorite.
You like crunchy. I could see you being a crunchy peanut butter type chick. I could see that.
But I am. I like the texture of it, but then I also keep lots of smooth for the girls.
What?
Peanut butter. Like, I also keep lots of extra smooth, like no crunch for the girls. The doggos.
Oh, got it. Okay. You said for the girls. What the fuck are you talking about? All right,
whenever I say girls, people always are like, oh, your children? How old are they? And I'm like, no, those girls. I'm so sorry. It just helps that they all have the same gender. And I say, the girls.
That's fair.
Yeah, sorry. That's my bad.
Nah, that's fine. But anyways, he was doing, bro, I got to show you something, bro. Like, because he was doing this shit. And, like, I was just sitting there watching this. And I'm like, why can't I do this? You know what I mean?
Make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or...
No, like, so when it comes to baking, I am terrible at fucking baking. Like, I could not bake to save my I need to find it. I cannot bake.
You're okay. While you're looking, I can talk.
Go ahead.
So I've always heard that not peanut butter. I've always heard that there are people, and if you're into cooking, you're either into baking or like cooking food. And generally, like, you're not going to cross hairs with it because there's a difference. So it's funny that you say that you wish you were good at baking because, like, you're good at cooking.
Yep. So... here's the thing, right? My wife does the baking, right? Whenever there's like something that needs to be baked, and I only do the cooking part of it. She tells me I'm not patient enough to bake. And
it's also very exact. It's very exact.
That's the thing, and that's the other thing. Like, she's like, you can't like just go off the whim. Like, you have to be exact to the recipe. And I'm kind of like a hooligan when it comes to like measurements and shit. I just kind of go with the flow because I think, a little bit more, I add some more flavor and shit, right?
With your heart.
Yeah, but you can't do that with baking.
No.
So he did like, where's it at? He did the 10 levels of peanut butter and jelly. Like how
fancy?
No, what's the word? How, like, so the original level, like, let's just say you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, right? With some random ass of bread. There's like the type of peanut butter, right? Is it jam or jelly? Is it sugar amounts? The type of bread you use. Do you use like Wonder Bread? Do you use Hearty bread? Do you make your own bread? Do you grill it? Do you like make your own peanut butter? Do you make your own jelly? Do you bake your own bread? Like, he went through so many fucking levels of it, right?
Right. Okay, I get you now.
But there's this one, bro. I really want to show y'all. I really want to like go over it if I could find the fucking thing. I should have had the timestamp ready. I'm an asshole and I didn't. But
you're okay. The thing with even baking is you can eventually do it a little bit more experimental, but you still have to know and respect the rules to some level, and it just adds that extra level of fun to it.
Oh yeah, 100%. So I actually thought about doing this, right? So he actually makes his own peanut butter.
Ooh.
But he had this tool in his kitchen I've never seen before.
Does he add lots of nut to it or no nut?
Why are you giving me a headache?
Let me see the clip, Ken. Let me see the clip before you have an aneurysm.
Why are you giving me a headache?
Let me see the clip before you have an aneurysm, old man.
Bro. All right. Iceman is back on the server, and per his words, he's back on Hero. Well, shout out. Oh, I got to mute for a minute, so go ahead.
Okay. We are going to watch this clip from Ken, guys.
I'm poor.
At Hamanther98 super chatted $9.99.
Bad Bitch.
Can please tell Keem I'm sorry I didn't know and I won't test his gangster again.
We're waiting.
Have a great day, y'all.
And now we're good. And it's not playing. And we're waiting. And thank you very much, Samantha, for the $9.99. Thank you very much, Mochi, for the $5. I appreciate it. And we're still waiting. I'm not good at his charades, guys. Maybe one day we need to play charades. Why is he telling me to shut the fuck up? I don't even know what's happening. I know you can't talk, but so I don't know if I'm supposed to be narrating the video or talking to chat. This was not agreed upon. I don't know what's happening, guys. Why is he yelling at me? I don't like that he's yelling at me, guys. I don't know what's happening. I'm talking to chat? Okay. Thank you. We just had to play charades a little bit. Fuck. Guys, why is he yelling at me so hard this morning? Ooh, peanut butter and banana is also elite. I agree. And then you put a little honey on it. Yes, just like Alt said. Or sometimes peanut butter and honey is also very good. That's actually super fucking good. Cold 419 says maybe he got a poop. I agree. And I actually asked him that the other day, if maybe he was being grouchy because he had a poop. And I said we would get him some Metamucil. DJ Egg Picker says, hi, Mel, I'm Egg. Hi, Egg, I'm Mel. How are you this morning? Honey sounds legit. I haven't tried it, but I think it's in Nutella. I don't know if I've ever tried the Nutella one.
Nutella's the shit. I fucking love Nutella, bro.
Yeah, Grim was saying Nutella and either honey or peanut butter. One of those mixes, he was saying.
All right, check this out.
Yet cultivated here in the colonies, the Virginia peanut. It's big, it's crunchy. None of those things matter when you're making peanut butter, but more importantly, it's got a sweet, clean, deeply peanutty taste. Let's go ahead and roast these. What I want to do is to warm them up and have them expel a little bit of their oil. It's going to deepen their flavor, but it's also going to make grinding and stabilizing them easier. Toast them for 5 to 10 minutes. As you can see, didn't pick up much color, but their oils have been expressed like a tween's feelings in a poem about their...
So I'm going to say something real quick. Peanut butter and Nutella is also really good. Bro, I'll do a crepe with bacon, egg, and cheese, peanut butter, and Nutella. Bro.
Yes, that's what they were saying.
That is amazing. That is so fucking good. Bacon, egg, and cheese, peanut butter, Nutella, and a crepe.
Sounds good.
Like, bruh.
Dark salt. Now, while they're still nice and warm, I'm going to get them into my food processor.
Chopping nuts, Mel.
He's
chopping nuts.
I have another
I know he is. Lots of nuts.
Now you're going to see it go through phases here. First, it's going to turn into basically sand, and then into wet sand, and then into
I really
slop,
want to do
and then
this,
into peanut butter.
by the way.
Sort of. Okay, it's just starting to get to the slop stage, which is right where
I've
I want to stop.
never even
Normally want to let
considered
this
that I
grind for up to
could.
10 minutes if you're looking to make homemade peanut butter in the food processor, but it's never going to get store-bought smooth. For that, we're going to need a concha, or whatever you want to call it. Basically,
look at this thing.
what we
Okay, I don't
here
have that,
are
so
two
maybe I
stone
couldn't.
wheels that are being held in place while a stone base rotates underneath them.
Have you ever heard of a molcajete?
No.
So basically, it's like a mortar and pestle, yeah, where you like beat shit and grind it up, right, in like a stone bowl with the hammer, I guess, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, the mortar and pestle.
This does that shit, but it's wheels and it spins.
Oh, it sounds so baller.
Like, bro, This is like a $500 thing. Like,
of course he has one then.
I would never use it for anything really. It just
what else
cool
could
shit.
you use it for?
Like
a nut smasher? Hell yeah! It's a nut pulverizer, just like CBT.
What?
Play the clip, Ken.
What is CBT?
Play the clip, Ken.
Jesus Christ.
This is able to grind stuff down into the microns. So we're going to get a super smooth peanut butter. Into the Concord drum goes the peanut puree. There we go. So one of the ways to stabilize homemade peanut butter is with fat. So I'm going to add fat both to help speed things along and because that is a method for stabilizing homemade peanut butter. Adding
He's going to put Amber Lynn in the machine?
Like vegetable shortening or coconut oil. Or butter. In particular, browned butter. Peanut butter with actual butter in it. Shaq will finally be right from that one episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Peanut butter would be considered a dairy product. Am I correct?
Absolutely. Butter.
Thank you.
There's butter in there.
Okay, second, brown butter. A sweet, toasty, oaty, milky richness that we're going to be able to add to this. Bring a whole new depth of flavor. What I did here was brown to half a pound of butter. And so what I'm going to do is pour off the top layer. This is basically just clarified butter with extra toastiness. And I'm doing this because I only need like 50 grams of fat. I don't need all this fat. And
he does everything in grams, by the way.
A lot of cooking and hair stuff, you do a lot of things in grams. It's like more precise, isn't it?
Hair stuff in grams, you do that?
Yeah, because I don't know if it's because it's more precise, but I've heard it explained because you're working in such small quantities. Sometimes it's easier. Like the powders are very light. You don't use a lot of liquids, but you still want it like really accurate.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're measuring, especially for like a little bit of hair, yeah, you would use grams.
Ken, you don't want to know about CBT? Sure. You need a scale for baking? All right, yeah. So I have a scale and it measures. It's a digital scale. It does pounds, ounces, and grams, right? And no, it's not for lettuce.
They're usually too big for it because again, the lighter it is, it needs to be smaller and calibrated differently.
Oh yeah, 100%. So normally, like say if I go to like Costco or some shit and I get like a bunch of like meat, I'll use the scale I'll get like a big ass prime rib, right? And I'll cut the prime rib. And I'll do that, and then I'll put it like in the fucking. Oh my God, I can't think of the fucking name.
Bags, the Tupperware.
No, you put it in the bag and you like suck all the air out. I can't think of the name right now.
Vacuum sealer.
Vacuum seal. Yes, sorry.
Okay.
You need a jewelry scale for green stuff. Yes, you do.
Never heard it called that. I didn't know it had a name, but yeah, something small. Like you couldn't put the green flowers on your like human weight scale. It wouldn't calculate.
No. All right. So watch this shit, bro.
This can now be used for other stuff. So I have this brown butter. So that's 50 grams of butter to 500 grams ground peanuts, 20 grams of powdered sugar, half teaspoon of sunflower lecithin. Probably not doing things by the books here, but I don't play by the rules. And away she goes for probably 45 minutes.
Look at that shit.
We have what looks to be some extraordinarily.
Hold on. I'm gonna back up a little bit. Like.
Did he say penis?
No.
Okay.
I'll slow it down so you can actually hear it, right?
Okay.
Stuff.
That looks so
half teaspoon
cool, though.
of sunflower lecithin. Probably not doing things by the books here, but I don't play by the rules. And away she goes for probably 45 minutes.
Look at that. Just look at that. That is fucking peanut butter.
Okay. Yeah, it is.
Like that, bro. Hold on. I'm gonna go back a little. I promise you, he didn't say that.
I have this. I'm doing this because I only need like 50 grams of fat. I don't need all this fat. And this can now be used for other stuff. So I have this brown butter. So that's 50 grams of butter to 500 grams ground peanuts, 20 grams of powdered sugar, half teaspoon.
Ground peanuts.
He didn't say it. He missed the T. He missed it.
Well, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the captions on. We're gonna see what he says. We're gonna see what he says.
Don't need all this fat, and this can now be used for other stuff. So I have this brown butter. So that's 50 grams of butter to 500 grams ground peanuts, 20 grams.
Oh wow!
Of powdered.
He did say penis.
Somebody clip that for me, please. That I was right.
It's right there. Look, look. Do that right. So I guess he did say penis. Well, cool. 50 grams of butter to 500 grams of penis.
Xylee, can that be my clippable moment for the day, please? Just because it was funny.
Hey, of course Mel knows she's a witch. That's funny. So yeah, Babish said penis. I was wrong. You got me. That's great.
That's all I wanted, just because that was funny. But that peanut butter, no cap. That looks so fucking good.
How much penis do you need in your peanut butter? That's the real question, right? Well, you're talking about nutty peanut butter already. So how much penis do you need in nutty peanut butter?
I need at least a good 50-50 ratio of penis to nut.
Well, actually, no.
No?
How much penis do you need in a nutty peanut butter?
50-50. I like it really crunchy.
So you like half nut, half penis in a smooth mixture to spread on bread. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. Otherwise, it doesn't spread enough. If there's too much nut in your penis, it doesn't spread it, and then it gets stuck.
Spreadable penis. Imagine if that was actually a thing. Spreadable penis.
I hear that they have them in Europe. They have more of a spread to them.
What is actually happening? I don't even fucking know. All right, I'm gonna continue this shit. Yes, yeah, guys, he said penis. He said it. YouTube said he said penis, so yes, he said penis. Let's continue with the penis clip. Never mind. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let me speed this shit back up.
Sugar, half teaspoon of sunflower lecithin. Probably not doing things by the books here, but
I wonder what that is, though.
I don't
Hold
play
on,
by the
pause.
rules.
I wonder what
And away she
sunflower
goes for
lecithin is.
Sunflower lecithin?
What is that?
Let's look it up. It looked like molasses, right?
Yeah, like some sort of really concentrated oil, perhaps.
The fucked up part too is
That he didn't put any nuts back in the penis, because I really like it crunchy.
it's a let's get this shit. It's a natural soy-free, non-GMO emulsive derived from sunflowers, commonly used as a nutritional supplement or food additive.
Interesting.
It looked like molasses, right?
So maybe for color.
Stickiness and sweetness.
Oh, okay.
But like a healthier version.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Interesting. I just like that second part, that lectin. That sounded kind of fun.
Yeah. All right.
For probably 45 minutes. We
45
have what looks to be
minutes.
some extraordinarily smooth peanut butter. Look at that. Smooth as the day is long.
Ew, wait, hold on, pause. It was like horrible.
No, it wasn't.
Hold on, put it back where he's like dripping it. I swear, it's like liquid.
45 minutes. We have what looks to be some extraordinarily smooth peanut butter.
I'm going to slow it down a little bit.
It looks like it can like run off his spoon.
Look at that. Smooth as the day is long.
We also got to think about this too, right? A lot of like peanut butter, they have like so many fucking additives in it. That's what makes it like hardened to where it's
Right.
like that.
Thicker and not just drippable. I don't know, maybe just because I never made it myself, but the fact that it like dripped off his spoon.
Well, have you ever had a jar of natural peanut butter? Like,
No.
okay, so that's kind of it, right? If you open up a jar of natural peanut butter, all the fat has gone to the top. So you're supposed to
Right.
mix it and stir it before you actually spread it.
So is it pourable though? Like that liquidy?
It can be. It depends. Like, so
Interesting.
here's the thing. If you don't stir it enough and you use too much and you leave too much of the oil at the top and you don't mix it in, by the time you get like to the bottom of the fucking jar, it's super, super like sticky and hard. Like it's not spreadable. So you got to make sure
Okay.
your fat ratios are good in your peanut butter.
I guess I've never tried it before. It just instantly my brain was like, that's not peanut butter. It literally dripped. I had a weird brain disassociate moment.
Well, next time you're in the store, go peanut butter. Look at the natural peanut butter. You can look and you can see the fat on top of the peanut butter. That's what you're supposed to stir in. Yeah.
Interesting. Today I learned.
Straight up. That's what Cash is about. We're learning. We're learning.
Uh-oh. That's good. The butter makes it like super rich. And
Wait till you
definitely
see the jelly,
complements the roasty nature of the peanuts. Brown butter and roasted peanuts. Doesn't that just sound right? Doesn't
I
that
do not refrigerate my peanut butter.
feel right? And it's so smooth. It is just as smooth as Skibidi. The only issue is that it's runny, but I think I know how to thicken things up. I learned something interesting on the internet. If you ever have peanut butter that's too runny, add some water. Sounds weird, actually works. The proteins in peanut butter will soak up the water and will make it thicker. Homemade Skibidi. Smooth as Skibidi, same consistency as Skibidi.
It's just add
Hold
water.
on. Yeah, he's admitting that it was a little
is.
thin there.
It
Okay,
is.
so I don't feel as
Because
I don't
again,
feel as
it's
awesome.
natural peanut butter. So it's going to
Okay.
be.
Full of brown butter flavor. Now for the jelly or jam. In my case, jam. I have here 2 quarts of Concord grapes. I'm going with grape jelly both because we're in peak grape season right now and because homemade Concord jam.
What's your favorite jelly?
Strawberry. I said that earlier and I wasn't kidding. I fucking love strawberry.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't with the seeds.
I don't think I've ever had it with seeds. And if I haven't noticed. My mother-in-law makes some really bomb-ass homemade strawberry jelly or preserves, whichever it would be. And it's so good. But I don't know if I've ever not noticed the seeds or if it's just she doesn't have them. I couldn't tell you.
We know how like strawberries have all the seeds in them and shit. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Know that?
They're not in them, but they're on them. I know what you mean.
You know what I mean, right? Yeah. So whenever I've had strawberry preserves or jelly where like I bit into seeds and I hated that shit. Absolutely fucking hated that shit. I'm a grape guy. I'm simple.
So do you not like raspberries, blackberries, those type of berries then? Because those have fucking seeds. So
it depends. So I used to drink this shake every morning, right? And basically it would have 3 eggs, 3 to 4 eggs. It would have blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, and then it would be whole milk. And then from there, it would be a little bit more powdered milk, some powdered peanut butter. And you mix that up and you drink it.
Ew.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes powdered peanut butter, give it a little bit extra.
Interesting.
It keeps you regular, I'll tell you that.
We're not talking about poop some more on this channel. Like
shit, the way to be healthy. Right? We getting healthy, Mel? Are we getting healthy?
Absolutely.
What's your shit patterns like?
Pretty regular, actually.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Proud of that.
Once, twice a day?
I eat my fiber as I should, Ken. There is no way that we're going to talk about freaking poop and then we're going to talk about a food video.
Do you believe in bidets?
Can we watch this freaking video?
I'm for real. Do you like, all right, but for real, like, this not even talking about shit and using a bidet. I'm just saying the idea of a bidet.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting concept. I think that to jump off of that, I do believe that we carelessly use our water resources. And so I think we should preserve them. But we also, it's an interesting way to get clean if...
So you're a hippie?
I think it's an interesting question that leads to other interesting questions.
Okay.
And I have trouble sometimes thinking of it just by itself without the things on the periphery.
Periphery? Define that word.
The outer edges, like your peripheral vision.
That's called periphery.
Yeah.
So what I see in my peripheral vision is called a periphery.
Yeah, and you can use it in that different way. My sort of part of my tism brain is I have trouble thinking of things singularly. I think I could just be wrong. I could just be overthinking it. Literally,
I think you are.
The issue.
So I see my coffee pot right now in my periphery.
Yeah.
But in my peripheral vision, I also see a coffee pot. So which one is it?
It's a coffee pot. I think bidets are cool.
No, I'm talking, is it periphery or peripheral?
It depends how you're using it. You can say like in the periphery of the discussion, meaning on the outsides of the discussion, it's like not related directly, but it's like sideways adjacent.
So you like using $10 words in a $2 conversation?
Yeah, because I try to use them all the time, so I'm well versed on them. Okay. Practice.
Makes perfect, right?
Yeah. So yeah, bidet's good.
God.
This peanut butter good. I like strawberry jelly.
See B-Slice in the chat. What's up, bro? All right. Now, the jelly.
I'm poor.
At Lunchbox 682 super chatted $10. Skibidi K.
Skibidi, right?
They're talking about a toilet because you just forced me to talk about a toilet.
You don't know the lore of Skibidi, do you?
No, but I know what Skibidi Riz was because my niece and nephews.
All right. Let me break it down for you.
Oh, God. Another boomer story. Guys, we're never going to get to the jelly.
Oh, it was a boomer story. So back when I was on my little channel called The After Show, this like 2 years ago, right? Someone said they want me to say Riz, Gat, and Skibidi, right? And so I said Riz, Gat, and Skibidi. That's what I called it. Skibidi. And Plex was like, he just busts out laughing. He's like, what the fuck did you just say? I'm like, what the fuck is Skibidi? I didn't know what it meant. So it was like a whole thing. It was like a whole thing.
Speaking of stuff like that, did you watch Chubby's yesterday? I know it didn't start yesterday, but it's relevant. Where they were trying to say
Toilets.
Pajama Joe.
Toilets.
No, they were trying to say Pajama Joe, and it came out. Fuck, I'm gonna mess this up. They said it wrong. Basically, they said like Someone help me. Shit. They said
literally.
No, Pahama Home or something like that. Paya Home instead of Pajama Joe.
That's funny.
I love shit like that.
Yeah, it's like when you see like a simple word, you try to put some fucking like outside American like flair to it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Paya Maho. Chat got me. Paya Maho for instead of Pajama Joe.
So Dog Mom says periphery is the noun version of peripheral, which is an adjective.
Thank you, Dog Mom.
Grammar lessons in Locale Cash.
Cream, get the money. Dollar bill, yo.
What does cream stand for?
I know you're trolling because it's literally from more your generation than mine. It's cash rules everything around me.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's on your periphery because it rules everything around you. Boom.
Money, power, respect.
COD. That's law.
What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
You're fucking welcome. Cash on delivery.
Oh,
COD.
God.
That's law, Ken. This is such a cringe
Tastes very
episode. I hate that
from
I'm here right
It's
now.
got a brighter, tangier flavor. So to make jam from Concord grapes, I now need to peel each and every one of these grapes. I've discovered that if you just grab the grape and squeeze them like a pimple, the flesh just pops right out. So instead of 10 years, this might take about 15 minutes. All right, there we go. Bowl of mini eyeballs and bowl of skins. Must be Halloween. Also, very excited to find that the juice from Concord grapes, at least initially, is not purple. These guys need to be cooked separately. We need to soften the skin so they can be pureed.
So he's cooking the skin and he's cooking the grape separately, right?
I can't get over the boop.
You like
go back to that. Go back.
You
back to that.
You like watching pimple videos, don't you? That's your fucking.
I do. But go back to that. I gotta see the boop.
No, wait. Let's talk about that. What's your favorite? What's your favorite type of dermatologist?
I know exactly what you're gonna ask. Yeah, what's my favorite one to watch?
Yeah.
I love the dilated pores of Weiner because it's just so satisfying.
Really?
Yes.
You ever seen a cyst?
Mm-hmm. Those are so good too, but it's different, but I will love a cyst video every fucking day. I love a good lipoma video. I love a good dilated pore of Weiner video. That's just such a good show.
What about like in the backyards, these fucking rednecks drunk as shit with Bud Lights everywhere, get a fucking like steak knife cutting into the back and just squeezing the fuck out of that motherfucker.
That's so good too, but in a completely different way.
Yeah, it's fucking... Bro, did you hear about like the two dudes, like, because it was like a 1,000 crazy ways to die or 1,000 ways to die.
Love that show.
Bro, this dude had the idea that he wanted to lose weight with liposuction, so he got a friend of his to like cut his gut and they put a shop vac in his stomach and was trying to suck out the fat. But he ended up sucking out his intestines. Like all his intestines went into the shop vac, bro.
My very first memory of that show and sticks to me with this day is the one where the stripper gets a discount boob job and she's flying home and her chest starts to inflate. And so the side character goes, the stripper has a bomb in her chest. That has stuck with me to this day. And the one where the girl has a fetish with vomit. So she goes to a hot dog eating contest and then is like making out with the winner. It forces him to upchuck onto her because she likes that, and then she dies from choking on swallowing something that he like spit on her. Wild show. That was a wild time of TV, dude.
Lessons, right? Lessons.
Can we go back to his eyeball popping?
No. We're talking about vomit fetish now. Let's talk about that. So
those are the two core memories from that show that I have.
The weird part is, right, when the stomach acid comes up and it gets on the skin, you think it would burn, right?
I think it did, but I think the main thing that had unalived her in Minecraft was the choking on what he threw up.
That's fair. All right, let's get back to this. The audience doesn't like it.
Go back to the eyeball.
Need to soften the flesh.
This is a weird show, by the way. This is such a weird...
I'm so sorry. I have no idea what is happening.
Such a weird fucking show. I love it. I fucking love this shit. All right.
For grapes, I now need to peel
this is what I'm going to do.
Every one of these grapes. I've discovered...
This is what I'm going to do for you, Mel. I'm going to slow it down so you can get all your fucking jollies off watching this shit, bro.
Thanks.
We're going to go down to half speed just for you, Mel.
That if you just grab the grape and squeeze them like a pimp.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, God, what the fuck is this show? Chef Ramsay's a better chef, 100%. I'll never deny that. But he did go like vegan for like a second, and I that pissed me off. But other than that,
Ramsey or this guy?
Ramsey.
Interesting.
The flesh just pops right out. So instead of 10 years, this might take about 15 minutes. All right, there we go. Bowl of mini eyeballs, a bowl of skins. Must be Halloween. Also, I'm very surprised to find that the juice from Concord grapes, at least initially,
I really want to do this. Like,
these
no
guys
bullshit.
Need to be cooked separately.
I really want to do this.
Someone said it's giving CBT vibes, and DJ Egg Picker, I agree.
All right, my skins are super soft, so I'm going to immersion blend them until they're nice and smooth. Over here. Now,
so the funny part, I have one of those, like the handheld mixers. I have one of those when I make birria.
It's called an immersion blender.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, I have it when I need to make birria. I haven't made birria in a long fucking time.
What is that? You haven't made PD?
Birria. Birria.
Birria.
Birria.
Yeah.
Yes, birria.
Okay. Part of you was cutting out, so I had trouble with that part. I'm sorry.
What is happening? Like, what's up? Who's this Foxy Mama?
I just wanted to say it.
Who's this?
Are you trying to say birria?
Yeah, birria. Birria.
Birria?
Oh, I can't roll my R's, so that really
Birria.
didn't help. Okay.
They're tacos, Mel. I just wanted to help clear that up. All right.
Thank you. And then part of his mic was like cutting out, so it wasn't helping myself.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
You ever had birria?
Potentially. I don't know.
Did you have like a cup or a bowl of like kusame to dip the taco in and then eat it? Have you ever done that?
I have dipped tacos in lots of things. I could not always tell you what they were, but I know that all of them were delicious. So I'm going to say yes.
Okay. Birria is like the best thing in this world. Well, one of the best things in this world I've ever eaten in my life. Next time I make it, I'm going to record it, and I'm just going to put it on the channel as members-only content.
That was going to be my caveat. Perfect.
I actually thought about doing that, bro.
Is that something we should do? Also, where I was just about to go, we are on the same page today, buddy. Who'd have thought?
Fuck my life. Nah, I love cooking, man. Like, because I'll tell you this much. Like, if I'm ever like in like a funk, or if I'm ever like just like I don't know what's happening like mentally, I'll just start cooking, and I think while I cook. It keeps my brain busy. It gives me like a goal to hit to make something good, and then it gives me time to think. You know what I mean? That's why I tell people all the time, cooking is like a therapy to me. It really is. And then my wife gets to enjoy it.
That's how I feel about cleaning.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Because exactly for those reasons you said, like it gives my brain a way to do something with the extra energy without thinking and like ruminating, if that makes sense.
That's fair. All right, let's get back to this.
I'm going to press the flesh, so to speak, through this fine mesh sieve. We just want to try to get all the fruit solids through. Oh man, that smells good. What does that smell like? A communion? I'm very curious what this tastes like. Wow. It's so weird to have that distinct Concord grape flavor without the color. That's very interesting. Now adding this stuff back to this stuff. This looks like applesauce, but it's grape sauce. That to me looks to be about 2 cups worth of fruit solids, which is going to call for an astonishing 2 cups of sugar. There's a lot of sugar in jam. You need it in there, both to set up the jam and because it tastes good. So now we're going to cook the fruit and the sugar together for about 45 minutes.
I bet that shit's fucking delicious.
Oh, 100%.
Like, really, grill season has begun. 100% fuzz. It really has, bro. Really has.
An hour. Definitely a lot of sugar in there, but I want a little bit more acid. That's why I like the raspberry jam so much. So I'm gonna have the juice of half a lemon, see how that tastes.
How do you feel about lemon?
I love it.
Really?
Yeah, like short answer, I love it. I'm a big lemon water girly. I will also, and the kid who takes them and eats them like oranges. It's so hard on my fucking teeth, and I know that, so I try not to do it often, but I absolutely will.
So when I had COVID, right, I thought my taste buds were gone. So I grabbed lemon juice and started chugging it, right? Didn't taste it. I was like, yeah, I'm done. I have COVID.
Oh, that would have been fucked. But that's a really good indicator. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I never got the stuff that people wanted you to get. I never got it. Because
Same.
No. I'll tell everybody this story. Back when swine flu was a thing, right? They gave us the vaccine for it right before we went overseas, right? Nowhere in my medical records. Nowhere.
Interesting.
And I've had a lot of conversations with a lot of different people that were in, like during me, that was going to doctors and all this shit. Nowhere in their medical records either. Because it was like 10 little pokes of a needle, right? That they put in your arm.
Weird. Not just like one.
No, it was 10 little pokes that they put in your arm, and they were like, what the fuck? Your camera is like, fuck.
Yeah, I see it. What is happening? Hold on. Oh, my camera just decided to fuck itself. Give me 1 second and I will fix it, but continue talking.
All right, yeah. So anyways, like I said, they put like 10 little needles or like 10 like individual like whatever. And it was a swine flu vaccine because they wanted to like test symptoms on it or whatever. And when we actually deployed, someone actually caught swine flu. So we had to be quarantined for 2 weeks, right? So the unit that we were relieving had to stay an extra 2 weeks. That's how fucked it was, bro. Crazy.
That's really shady that like you can't find it in any of your records.
No one can. No one can. Even our first sergeant was like, yeah, it's not mine either. Like, what the fuck? So ever since then, like motherfucker tells me I need to get a shot. Like, fuck you. No, I don't. Never.
I don't blame
I'm never
you
getting another shot again. Never. And the other problem was people were mistaking like the shot that they asked you to get with the flu vaccine, and motherfuckers were getting that shot by mistake instead of the flu vaccine. I'm like, fuck you. Lunchbox, maybe you were a test subject. That's why it's not in your medical records. I mean, we've thought about that, but there's no way to prove it. And that's the problem, because it's nowhere. So, all right. They put microchips in you? Probably. Wouldn't surprise me. All right, let's get back to this while she fixes her
I wish you
camera.
could taste it. As this guy finishes cooking, I'm going to add about maybe half a teaspoon of vanilla paste.
Vanilla
It's gonna bring
paste
a lovely warm
and grape
dimensionality
jelly.
to it. Oh, it's scrumptious. So I've got one of our lovely non-stick baking trays here.
Yeah,
It's gonna be perfect for cooling.
sounds interesting.
There is our homemade vanilla Concord grape jam. Look at the difference in color between store-bought and homemade Concord.
Yeah, look at that shit, bro. This is store-bought and this is homemade. Like, that's crazy to me. This is why you shouldn't use your cell phone as a fucking camera, right?
People have issues all the time with cameras. Stop it.
Right.
Stop bullying me for no reason.
Right.
No.
Right.
No. Okay, are you done? No. Everyone has issues sometimes. Chill.
Anyways, yes, this is store-bought and this is homemade, bruh. The difference. I really want to do this. I really want to see what it's like.
Brightness is insane.
It is.
Concord jam. This is almost brown by comparison. Like this is the most
it's crazy
electric,
as shit,
beautiful
bro.
royal purple. All right, as you can see, our jam has become wonderfully thick.
God, I
perfect
bet that's gonna
consistency.
shit.
It's going to keep its shape. It's not going to sploosh out the sides. Let's give it a little taste.
Sploosh. Here, let me call in from my phone because it's doing an update real quick.
All right, that's fine.
I made that. That's so good. The vanilla is just right. Like, it's there. You can detect it. I don't know if you didn't know it was in there. If you could put your finger on what was happening, you'd be like, there's something special. I can't put my finger upon it, but there's something special happening over here. Oh man, that is perfect.
Yeah. So from here, he goes into the bread. Now, again, I'm not a baker, but this bread, this fucking bread he makes, bruh, I am a whore. I am a whore for some Japanese milk bread. You got to turn the camera around.
I did. Did I touch it twice?
We're looking at what's in
turn it
front of you.
around.
We're looking at what's in front of you.
You said, yeah, you said turn it around. My bad.
There you go. No, you just had it right there.
Okay.
Right there. All right. Bro.
I come in and I hear you say you're a whore. I was gone for like 3 seconds and
For
you're
milk
completely
bread.
changing your
For
personality.
milk bread. You ever had milk bread?
No, I've had like homemade bread, like regular, just white bread.
You got to try milk bread. That is like a whole nother level of fucking give it to me now that I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, that does sound extremely sexual. I was correct.
What, milk bread? How is milk
No,
bread
the other
sexual?
part.
How
The
is
other part you said about giving it to you.
I'm a whore. Give me all of the milk bread. Every slice.
Ew, not in your Batman voice. No.
Every slice. Toast it. Put homemade jelly all over it. I like a nice dark purple color of jelly.
Okay. Okay.
How do we feel? You feel good?
No, disgusting. But because you're on my phone now, it's a little bit toned down, thankfully. So, you know, small miracles.
Hey, whatever it takes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Watch this shit, bro.
So to make our milk bread, first thing we need to do is make a tangzong. We're combining 75 grams of bread flour with 135 grams of whole milk, kind of like lumpy pancake batter. Now we're going to nuke this for 1 minute and 20 seconds on high power, stirring every 20 seconds until it forms a thick paste.
Look at that
Once that's
shit,
cooled
bro.
off, I've got 720 grams of bread flour. Add our tangzong. This is going to help keep the bread stay softer longer. Now I want to take this tangzong and start breaking it up with our fingers, almost like you would butter in a pie dough. Then we're adding 45 grams of granulated sugar, 7.5 grams of kosher salt, and 7.5 grams or 1 packet of instant yeast. Toss to make sure that it's evenly combined.
Now, here's the problem that I would have. If someone gave me the recipe to do that, I would be off in my measurements, right? Because first thing I would do...
Would you just like eyeball it?
Well, no, first thing I would do is I would Google gram to cup ratios. And obviously they're not going to be exact. And that's what I would do. I would work off the U.S. measuring system, not the imperial measuring system, right?
Right, and
So-
that's gonna, yeah, like you said, make it off. Okay.
That's what's going to fuck it up. So I would literally, I'd have to go through the whole gram bullshit and measure everything out by the gram and blah, 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 right? So if I were to do this, I would have to obviously do it right. But yeah.
Then we're adding 405 grams of room temperature whole milk, 90 grams of heavy cream, and 60 grams of HUNNY honey. Mix together until a relatively smooth mass forms, and then one tiny little piece at a time. We're gonna add 45 grams of room temperature unsalted butter, waiting until each piece has been incorporated before adding the next. Then we're gonna knead this thing for another 5 to 10 minutes until it has great gluten development and passes the window pane test. All right, we have this lovely batch of dough here.
Bro.
Just roll it into a nice smooth.
I'm going to fast forward this a little bit. He puts it in a pot with oil coated on it, and he has to let it rise so it's about half, right? This is where this gets interesting. I've never seen this before, what he's about to do. You ready? Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
560 grams. Now we need to use that number to divide this into 4 equally sized pieces. Each one should be weighing 390 grams. These 4 balls are going into a heavily buttered Pullman loaf pan. This is a square-sided pan with a covered lid, and they're gonna proof and bake in here. Cover this guy up, and now this guy's gonna...
Now it's a proofing pan, right? So he's letting it rise again in that pan. That's what he's doing.
Proof until those balls
he also
have
gonna
almost
cook it in
filled the
that
pan.
pan?
All right, let's take
Yeah, you'll see.
a look. It has very nearly filled the box, which means it's ready to bake. 375 for probably about 45 minutes until the thickest point registers 205 degrees Fahrenheit.
So the 4 balls are together, they've risen, and he's going to put it straight into the oven. There's no separating the balls. There are 4 individual balls of dough, and he's baking it. Right?
Lots of balls baking. Got it.
Exactly. So, watch this shit.
45 minutes later, our hot box is coming out the hot box. Let's take a peek. Pushed directly to the
Look at
edges.
that shit, bro.
Immediately, I'm going to invert and remove this loaf because it will...
Look at that shit. That's just perfection. Literally perfection.
That's insane. Yeah.
I look at that, I'm like, that's fucking sexy. That is a sexy piece. Or, I'm sorry, a sexy loaf of bread.
I would call that a piece. That's like a solid Lego piece right there.
I'm telling you.
collapse if we leave it in the pan. This freakishly square guy needs to cool so completely before we do anything to it. If this is even slightly warm in the middle, your knife's gonna drag and it's gonna ruin the surface. We want really nice, clean, flat surfaces so we get a great, even toast. Let's see what we're working with
Look
here.
at that shit, bro. Boom.
Oh, look at that.
Just, that is the best bread in the fucking world.
It's really satisfying, I'll give you that. Bless you.
Nah, I coughed. But thank you anyway. But yeah, dude, I'm telling you, I would love to be able to do that. I just don't have the patience. I know I don't have the patience to bake.
For bread, it didn't seem like I've baked bread before, and it doesn't seem like it takes that much patience in terms of just like the waiting steps while it's rising again, or in general, you know.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, like, I may try this one day just to see, but my wife already told me I'm banned from baking, so I'd have to just like surprise her.
You can't
I'd have
even
to
just
surprise
try
her.
it?
Well, she's like, you'll fuck it up. So, because again, like,
That's fair.
I'm very impatient and I don't do exact measurements and all that. So I'd have to like take the time and prepare myself mentally to do the exact measurements.
Right.
All right.
Oh, it's like a pillow inside, but it's super. That's something that's gonna be important for this one. It's got pretty good structural rigidity. Like this has some give to it. God, I love milk bread. It's sturdy. but your teeth just sink through it. It's like a sturdier brioche. I would use brioche, but brioche is so light and ethereal that after you've taken 4 bites with PB&J, it starts to dissolve. It starts to go away. This is going to keep its shape, but it's got tremendous richness.
Wait till you see what he does with it.
Great structure and great flavor. Perfect PB&J bread. The jelly's made, the bread is sliced, peanut butter is whipped. I think it's time to make a sandwich. So I'm going to toast the bread, but not in the way you might expect. Pretty close, though. I'm just going to griddle it on one side in some nice challenge butter, get it nice and crispy, really roasty, lovely flavor. And I'm going to put the toasted side on the inside of the sandwich. That way we get the soft.
So you see what he's doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's toasting the bread on one side with butter, but he's leaving the outside to be the fluffy. So that way, when you bite into the bread, you get like the soft. But when you get to the middle of the peanut butter and jelly, you get that crunch that you're looking for, right? It's
brilliant. I honestly never would have thought of that.
This is crazy. I would have never thought about just toasting one side of bread. I would have never thought of that. I'm gonna try it now with some regular ass bread just to see.
Yielding nostalgic sandwich bread on the outside, but the added flavor.
And he put so much peanut butter and jelly on the bread. Like, look, that's a lot. Like, you can't even see that side of the bread. But if you do it right, it's kind of one of those things. Ken should do stirring mac and cheese ASMR, bro. Just 2 hours and be stirring macaroni and cheese.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's what they'll use it for later as a clip.
Straight up. I actually do like a smoked macaroni and cheese with like bacon and like 5 or 6 different cheeses and fucking like panko bread crumbs on top and all that shit, bro. It's fucking delicious. Fucking delicious.
All right, I'm back. Let me come back on the other way.
All right. Guys, I'm telling you, this is just a whole nother level of crazy.
No, I freaking love it. Actually, it's super satisfying.
Yeah.
Crunch from the toasting on the inside. There, ladies and gentlemen, is our level 9 PB&J.
Like,
Full
look at that
day's work,
motherfucker,
pretty much,
bro.
to make bread, to make jam, to make peanut butter. Let's see if it's worth it.
Wait, hold on, pause. He said level 9, and then the video's called 10 levels. So what's the extra level?
Do you want me to ruin it for you? Or do you want me to play it?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I truly thought we were going to run into some serious diminishing returns here. Just like, oh, well, that's peanut butter and jelly. But you know what? That's something special. That's something next level, if you will. Level 9, if you will. The vanilla of the Concord grape jam and the brown butter, like, this has so much going on in there.
So think about it, right?
Like, those are cookie flavors. You got cookie flavors in the background of your usual PB&J.
Yeah, think about that. So you got a brown sugar and like vanilla taste right next to a peanut butter and jelly. Like that is just fucking peak. That is peak.
Okay.
Would you try it?
I absolutely would.
Yeah.
You'd have to be crazy not to.
All right.
Bread is the perfect texture. It's sweet. It's yielding. It's got a good chew, good sink to it. Then it's got the crunch on the inside. You've got all those nice roasty, toasty flavors. Definitely the best PB&J I've ever had. I'm going to eat the whole thing. I've had a lot of PB&J, and I'm going to eat the whole thing.
All right, so check this out.
And PB&J. How could we possibly improve upon the form factor any further? I guess more accurately, should we? Because I will assert that the best PB&J on the planet is the one that you make.
What do you think about that?
Shut the fuck up. Did you just clickbait me?
No, that's what he said. The best peanut butter and jelly sandwich is the one you make.
Yeah, and if you had said that to me, I would have also thought you were clickbaiting me with the what's the extra level? Like, really?
Well,
you said you want me to ruin it for you? Like it was some.
Well, I
weird
know
thing?
it's a revelation. Think about that. Like this man literally said it was almost an all-day process to make the perfect peanut butter and jelly sandwich. He did all of that shit: homemade bread, homemade peanut butter, homemade jelly. But
no, Dog Mom agrees. That's so cliche and lame. It was a clickbait to get you to the end.
But listen to his reasoning.
Might seem like a
He's
cop-out,
defending.
and it is. But it's also true.
And it might seem like a
Something
cop-out,
so
and it
simple
is.
and delicious.
You're interrupting him. Let him fucking say his piece, bro. Let him say his piece.
Because I will assert that the best PB&J on the planet is the one that you make. This might seem like a cop-out, and it is. But it's also true. Something so simple and delicious can only be made better because you made it. You know just how much of the titular ingredients to put to use. Your favorite brand of peanut butter, your favorite kind of bread, your favorite jelly or jam, toasted or untoasted, fancy or fast, cut diagonally, straight, thirds, quarters, or just mashed into a paper bag with an apple and a Capri Sun. I hope this video had some tips and tricks to help you upgrade your next sandwich, but remember, at the end of the day, no one makes PB&J quite like you do.
The way I like it, huh?
So it's like this, right? No matter how I make my peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you may not like it. You may think yours is better than mine, right? And vice versa. The way all these motherfuckers in chat made peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, we may hate it. Say, nah, bro, you got the wrong brand of whatever. You got too much of this, too much of that. Not enough of this. You know, like you didn't toast the bread. You use fucking Wonder Bread instead of bakery bread. Like it. There's so many ways to do it when you really, truly think about it. Something so simple.
No.
Mind blown.
Clickbait.
Mind blown.
No.
I'm just saying, bro. I agree. You must not like to cook then.
I do, actually. I'm the housewife, Ken. Come on.
I don't mean shit. I've met housewives that all they did was fucking go to Costco and get pre-made meals.
No, I love it. I just think it's philosophy to get you there of like, oh, this is the 9 levels. Oh, and this is the 10 to get you all the way here. Like, it's genius. I'm just going to call it what it is.
I mean, the man has 10.5 million subscribers, and that video got 1.5 million views. So
that's what I'm saying. It's the genius of it to get you there. I'm calling it good, but I'm also calling it bullshit. It can be both.
I think it was a very melodic ending.
Sure.
All right. Local rain's coming up next. We got to put the redirect into a quick promo. When it rains, it pours. There's no Desi in the background because obviously Desi is traveling with Boogie.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious what this means.
I know when I watched yesterday, there was literally storming weather up by Tammy. So maybe she's referring to that.
You know what's funny? Whenever I think of the name Tammy, I think of Bob's Burgers.
Me too. And I wonder if that's where Keem got it from because Keem named her that.
You think Keem watches Bob's Burgers?
I think he maybe used to. He probably doesn't have enough time to watch stuff like that now. He works a fucking lot.
Yeah, what do you think Keem does? Like, let's just say he's just like, fuck it. Like, what do you think he does?
Sits down with Brantley, orders some good food. I don't know if he is Cali sober or not, but enjoys some of that.
What does Cali sober mean?
Like, you smoke weed.
Oh. I don't know.
So, yeah, he just does a bunch of, like, comfort things and enjoys Brantley and does nothing. But I actually don't know if I can see him truly doing that. Since I've been here, I don't think there's ever been a day where he hasn't popped in some capacity.
Yeah. I mean, either way. But make sure y'all show I can't fucking talk Rain some love today. It's going to be beautiful. It's always beautiful. I'm going to go back and watch Cafe.
The road fat camp is coming. It's less than 4 days at this point, or it's about 4 days at this point. Make sure you get your jackets, guys.
Are you excited for Fat Camp? Are you excited to see the drama and the bullshit?
I am. I think this one's going to be really big and exciting. And last year was super fun, even with, the not the setbacks, but like the glitches, I guess. And so this year is going to be even better. And it's longer.
Yeah, 100%. I think, how can I say this right? I think right now the storylines leading into Fat Camp and like what's happening and like the dramas involved and who hates who and all that, get them in person just to see what happens.
Yeah, because there's so many people now who haven't met in person. And yeah, that actually is a good point about like what will change when that happens.
Real quick, Beastman in the chat says, yo, Uncrustables are the shit, not gonna lie. So Uncrustables, I think we're like level 3.
How does that make a level 3? I feel like it's more work to put it all together and then to
an Uncrustable. Like you go buy an Uncrustable.
Oh, as far as like difficulty?
Yeah, as far as like next level peanut butter and jelly, right? Because and then from there, level 4 was like basic ass bread. It was bread with like the peanut butter and jelly combined in one jar, which is fucking gross. I hate that shit. And then,
the goober?
Yeah, I hate that shit.
I used to love it. Before I was like old enough to like put the things together. It was easy.
I tasted the jelly out of the jar like by itself, and it is horrible.
It is. It really is.
What's your favorite brand of jelly?
Smuckers. I'm basic.
I like Welch's.
Pretty good too. That's another like staple.
What about peanut butter? What's your favorite brand of peanut butter?
Jif.
Me too.
Also basic.
Me too. I like Jif.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. We'll be back tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Have fun. And pay attention to the dramas of the day. We'll see what happens. Until next time, peace.